Hi, friends! Welcome
Let's
to
go.
Hola, amigos.
the
We're
final
ready.
episode
It's gonna be so lit.
The
of
finale.
Camp Cryptid.
gosh.
You guys better apply more sunscreen because this is the final episode.
No.
No.
So Camp Cryptid is a summer camp for cryptid kids and the mystery that has unfolded within it. It is a D10 based system that's really simple and just makes more sense to just follow along as we go kind of deal. But yeah, we have the finale today, which means our mystery is about to be solved. But before we can do that, we have some
Theoretically.
announcements. I'm gonna give it to
I'm gonna give it to
I want it. Give it to me. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna be like the annoying teachers when they purposely choose the one who is not wanting it at all. So Aaron, go ahead.
Can we popcorn?
So Drew?
Can we
I
popcorn?
thought, that's what I thought too.
Can we do popcorn?
Sure.
No. Okay. Sup guys, and all y'all who aren't in the Discord, because what are you doing with your lives? Because you should be. I'm talking to you.
What
We
are
have a
you
Discord. and
doing
if you
with your
aren't in
lives?
it,
Because you should be.
yeah, I'm talking to you. You know
Don't
who
question
you
it.
are. You right there. You're not in the Discord.
Wait, me?
You should be. You know who you are. We have a Discord. It's super awesome. You got, if you were in it at the time of this recording, just a couple of days ago, you got to watch me rage at a video game to the point where I had to silence myself in the call because Grant irritated me so much that I could not play and listen to him speak at the same time.
At this
You
point
know,
in time, that
I'm-
was like a month ago.
I'm probably in voice chat right now. Hi, Lydia.
Don't.
Lame.
Anyway, yeah, if you're not there, what are you doing? Also, we have a website, and on that website, we have a merch store. And that merch store, you can buy our merch on. And
Whoa,
if you don't
our
want to
merch?
buy our merch, you can buy specifically Lydia's merch at her store, which she also has. She sells a bunch of cool things like pillows and shirts and other things that I'm sure that exist.
This soon to be crop top.
Mm-hmm. And you can buy these shirts in specific for Camp Cryptid. They're like legit, like super comfy. Like these are
so
good.
soft.
They're really nice shirts. But yeah, so go do those
Grant, they
things.
can't
Get in
hear the
Discord,
Sasquatch.
buy stuff. I don't remember how popcorn works.
Say popcorn and then who you want to give it to.
Oh,
Did you go to school?
popcorn. DJ, he wanted it earlier.
Oh my gosh, guys. So you guys come here to watch us do all the amazing things that we do. How would you like it if
So
you could have
conceited.
all of that entertainment, all of the laughs, all of that, but in bite-sized forms? Well, joke's on you, you can. Head over to our TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. Also hit up the Discord. I'm gonna count that as social media. Because that's where we post all of our little clips. Usually they're of us doing funny things like, Grant being an idiot or me confessing my love to Renaya. It's pretty great. That's not funny. That's actually pretty great. But yeah, definitely go check out all of our social medias. We've been doing really good about posting on them. We're really excited to keep posting on them. You can check out, I personally prefer TikTok. Drew is notorious for knowing, how do I want to say this? Drew is notorious for sitting and just watching our TikToks over and over again to entertain himself when he's bored. So,
I mean, honestly,
like Drew.
same, but it's more because I edit them.
that's fair. But be more like Drew. Drew, we stands Drew, so be like Drew and go watch our TikToks and check out our other social medias. Popcorn
All
Grant.
All right. Hey, Dungeoneers,
Hey.
far and wide, wherever you may be listening from. Could be, let's say, Guatemala, Shout out to all of our Guatemalan listeners if you're out there.
Shout out to you guys.
And
for
anybody
you.
else, if you haven't applied sunscreen already, apply sunscreen because this is going to be a an exciting camp episode. And put on
my
your
gosh.
sunglasses so that when you watch our YouTube, you're not blinded by the bright events. If that made any
Nice.
sense.
If you don't put on your sunscreen, you'll get a watch tan like me.
Unless you're not wearing a watch, naturally. But yeah, YouTube.
is one
Hey,
of the
thanks for
corrects.
watching. Podcast. Thanks for listening. say hi to us on stream sometime. We'd love to say hi back, you know. Follow us. If you have Amazon Prime, you know the drill. You've been watching. You get a free subscription, and that helps us on Twitch. So, yeah, do your thing. Also, YouTube recently hit 1K. This is a month ago, because this is airing a month from when, you know, here, now. But, you know, a month ago, YouTube hit 1K.
Yeah!
Popcorn Drew.
I'm
excited about it, very
Drew,
excited.
Just by the way, I'm team
Why
Twitch.
did you just
by
take
the way,
that from Drew?
Because I have something to have to say. I'm
You
team
already
Twitch.
ate-
Do
you
you
already
know how
had your
popcorn
popcorn.
works?
I'm
Do
team
you
Twitch.
have the
So
speaking-
those of
Alright.
you who watch on Twitch,
Bring out
we
the
gotta up our game of followers, because the fact that we have more YouTube subscribers than
Oh,
Twitch
we
followers
do.
makes me
We
really
do.
sad.
I'm
So,
very happy.
Little
that
rivalry
popcorn
between
back.
Grant. Little rivalry between Grant and I. Team Twitch all the way.
We're gonna need
Let's go,
Put the popcorn back.
an apology from
Sorry, Drew.
DJ.
Popcorn Drew.
Drew?
He shrinks
air.
away from the
Dead
mic.
air. Dead air.
So anyway,
Drew,
go for it,
Drew,
Lydia.
please.
Drew.
End the
For me.
suffering.
please,
Hi
Don't
guys.
let him win.
please.
How's it going?
Hey,
Hope you guys
what's
doing
going
all
on?
right.
Yeah.
Really glad you're here.
Yeah.
Please enjoy the finale episode of Camp Cryptids. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be great. Also, I know I'm backtracking a little bit, but when you guys mentioned a watch tan, I totally thought you guys were making a joke that people get a tan from watching our content.
They do, because it's so flippin' bright, my guy. Gotta wear those shoes.
Okay, let's get
All
going.
this
Let's
is
get on to
getting
the
cut out.
finale, please.
I need some tanning oil.
I am unknown and will remain that way. A secret to the world, I will always stay. I lurk in the shadows and stay out of sight. But those who do see me, I will be sure to fright.
And welcome back, friends, as we continue on into the finale of Camp Cryptid.
Bum, ba, bum.
Da-da-da-da.
Our story has followed these cryptid kiddos: Jackson the Spring-Heeled Jack, NJ the Loch Ness Monster, Kid the Goat Man, and Frankie the Human,
I'm in
The
danger.
human.
as they have entered Camp Cryptid and learned of the magic within it. They have participated in activities to expand their skills, acquire items, and learn the lore of what being a cryptid really means. But all the fun came to an end when their beloved counselor, Gracie, an alien herself, went missing the first night of camp. Our kiddos have hunted down clues to try to track down Gracie and figure out what exactly has happened to her through tricking camp staff, stealing the camp magic from its super secure vault, and escaping into the night. The kiddos were left approaching the barrier, but quickly learned that the only way that they could get through was to place the magic in Frankie's hands. Now, putting magic in a human's hands is very dangerous, but Gracie needed to be found. So, that is where we are going to pick up. Frankie, you go to hold this little orb of magic, and it's a little tiny glowing orb. You go, and as soon as you make contact with it, a bright flash spreads out from the magic, blinding you all.
Is it painful?
Kid, NJ, and Jackson, you all will take a physical toll as you feel the force of this magic barrier break right in front of you.
Holy crap.
I'm like
Uh-oh.
one away from death.
I know. Frankie, your mind is quickly overwhelmed with question after question as you first touch this light. It only lasts a moment, but you are going to take a mental toll.
Oh. Nuts.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, mental toll. So I get to pick, right?
You'll take like the first one.
I'm gonna choose scare.
Or you can, okay.
Or you could
Or you can
choose,
just
even though
skip
you
right
she
to the
just said
end.
that you take the so technically charm.
It goes in order.
Wait. Oh,
So
it goes in order.
Lydia, remind me, what does a toll do to our skills?
So, how the physical and mental tolls work is pretty similar to Vicen, which is what we used for Between the Rows 1871, where you have 3 slots basically for physical and mental. If you fill up those 3, you basically become incapacitated. You're still conscious, you're still able to talk, you just can't really take any actions or be of really any use. You can still engage in the story, but ultimately you're not as helpful as you'd be if you were not incapacitated. If you take a mental toll, for the number of mental or physical tolls you take, you will subtract whatever number of tolls you have from that specific skill set. So if I ask you guys to make a physical skill test, any of those physical skills, Jackson, you'll subtract 2.
I'm in a bad way.
And then NJ, Kid, you'll subtract 1. And then Frankie, you are going to subtract 1 from any mental skill test you have to take.
Yes.
Good.
And you still
to know.
have your normal modifier. This is just an additional modifier stacked onto it.
Gotcha.
So I need to not make any physical checks.
Aaron, why is there a pencil
Now,
not in your hat but in your hair?
Because I can't put it anywhere else, or else I'll forget it.
Now, I am going to remind
Easy
you
trick.
guys that there are ways to remove tolls.
I like being reminded of how to do that.
Yeah, that was great.
Remove a toll, a character must rest for 1 hour per toll. You guys don't have time for that right now. Other way to do it. A toll can also be removed if you have a specific item that lets you do that, or you have an item that you think you can kind of manipulate to make do that. Or you can remove a toll by the party making a collective skill test. The party must all use the same skill and explain to me how you want to attempt to remove the toll and from who. Only 1 attempt can be made to remove it, and only 1 toll can be removed per party member per day. The average of the collective roll has to be greater than 5 to succeed.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, the glowing orb. Sorry, that's not his voice.
I apparently have a pocket knife.
Yeah, don't you have the bones that work together that make a little pocket knife?
Yeah, I didn't realize that that's what they did. I just thought they were just like, yeah.
Congratulations.
I have a pocket knife, guys. Yes, a knife.
I don't know if it's safe to give the person without thumbs a knife.
Nah.
just don't do this at home.
Just
Don't
tape
be
the
like
pocket
NJ
knife
as
to a
he's
flipper.
waddling with a knife in his mouth. Don't do that. That's not. We don't support that here.
So yes. So if you guys want to do that now, you are welcome to. Again, it's 1 per party member, so you can only attempt to remove 1 from each of you guys, and you only get to try it once. And again, it's got to be you all do the same skill, and you got to tell me how you're using that skill specifically to remove that specific toll.
First, this experience with the orb. Does it hurt my brain, or is it more like, oh gosh, this is extreme? I've never seen magic. Is it like?
It's kind of like it took a lot of mental energy.
Oh,
kind of
gotcha.
deal.
Oh, you're just really
So-
exhausted.
It is like an infinity stone, but it's a glowing magic orb.
Not at all.
Except not.
Now, do they get to go? Were they like pushing against the barrier? Do they fall through?
The barrier has completely dissipated.
Oh, well, that's
Um,
not great.
Actually, what you see now is like the forest of Camp Cryptid didn't go away. It's still there, but there is a line drawn where that barrier was that breaks into what you actually go and look into. You are in this field.
Interesting. So on the edges, there's half trees that are sticking up, and then it's field on the other half, stalks of grass on half the tree, and then half the trees where the Camp Cryptid was. That's so funny.
The other thing you do notice is, Frankie, you specifically will notice this. It is the same time of day as when you first entered Camp Cryptid.
Mind blown.
Your
But
mom's
yes.
just getting into the car and she's like,
I'm like running with like monsters.
Monsters
But
chasing
yes.
him.
So as you guys look around, you will see this distinguishing line between where Camp Cryptid is and where this field is. The Camp Cryptid is no longer hidden, and this like this field you're in is giant. It goes on for a good while. There's tall grass with it, but what you actually notice is a lot of this grass has been flattened, and it forms this like giant circle of just this flattened grass.
No
and
way.
In the middle of this circle, right in the center, sits what looks to be a crashed and broken spacecraft.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
Straight up
okay.
flying
So let me-
saucer.
Let me,
There's
let me
so
just
much
make sure
happening.
that my brain wraps around that. So there's Camp Cryptid right here,
So yeah,
surrounded by a field,
so Camp Cryptid.
and a
There's a
little
field
ways
here.
away, there's a crop circle with a crashed UFO inside of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds on par.
Frankie
That's
says,
so epic.
Frankie says, I don't think this is very good, guys. I think we should run or something.
Frankie is- Frankie's going through the TikTok sound right now, where they're like, we're all like, go on, and Frankie's like, no. I sense I've made a mistake.
You guys do look over, and Jackson looks like beat. Absolutely exhausted. That you two, Kid and NJ, felt the force of the barrier, but it looks like it had a bit more of an impact on Jackson.
I pulled a hammy.
I have an idea. So
Stealing
you
a
have
thing out of
physical
the
tolls
wall.
on you,
Mhm.
Senor?
Two of them.
Two?
Two.
So,
We
okay.
gotta help him out.
And we can do a
guys.
group check to try and remove one, right?
We have
I
to
have
say
an idea.
how. Okay, go for it.
If you guys will just go along with it, we'll see if Lydia allows it. But I would love to use reflex and / or strength, whichever one you feel more appropriate, to give an athletic butt slap to cheer up, like you do with your teammates on the field.
You're
You
like
know?
10.
So,
Why
I was thinking like a
gosh,
good massage, like help
Yeah,
work
like,
out
I
some
don't
of the
think
pain.
you're more likely to
likes
get
a
slapped in the
whole lot
butt
of
as a 10-year-old
touching.
than to give
Jackson
him a
hates
massage.
I don't think that this will help Jackson feel better.
Do I
Okay,
have
it's not about your
morphine
mental
in my-
It's
stats. It's about your
game.
physical stats. Okay.
What?
I have a question for the GM.
Yes.
Do I have morphine in my first aid kit?
Do you have
We are not drugging
some
children.
Advil, some ibuprofen,
Administering.
acetaminophen?
No.
I mean, you probably have like Tylenol.
Do I have gauze?
Frankie, with your first aid kit, you can remove a physical toll.
Is that like?
Is it
Oh
just
yeah,
an
that's a
item that
thing I
can
can.
remove a tool?
So
toll?
I guess once you suggest cheering him up or however you say what you just did in game, I guess my character will be like, oh yeah, I have this. Pulls out first aid, slaps on a band-aid on his leg. There you go. One
It's
physical
not even
toll
kind
gone.
of. Bam.
It's
Wow.
like, I heard this
Wow.
will make you feel better. It's laced with special healing ointment, and he puts it on, and it's a placebo. And placebos have powerful, abilities. And so I placebo Jackson into one less physical toll. Do you allow this, GM?
You're very
What is the specifics of your first aid kit?
I would assume it's like super basic. Like I would guess band-aids, some triple antibiotic.
I'm gonna say
ointment.
make a
I mean,
make a
a charm
lore
check?
test with advantage because it's your item, so you know how to use it.
Okay. That's a 10 on the first roll.
Okay,
And an
that's
8 on the second roll. So
okay.
I like
What's your
to think
bonus?
since we're all just dumb
Lore.
kids.
It's just flat too. So yeah, 10.
Nice.
Bunk bunk, Jackson, you feel better.
Boom.
You think
I
you
like
feel
to think
better.
since we're all just dumb kids, instead of having like the gauze part of the band-aid over the cut, it's like we put the sticky side on the cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
I
we're
think
trying.
this is where
the
this
thing
goes.
is,
We're
is
trying to
there isn't-
stick the
there isn't
wound
any,
back
like,
together.
There isn't really any kind of cut.
Oh, yeah, no,
it
no.
essentially really is a placebo. It's
I
kind of like
use icy
Mhm.
hot.
it's like it's a cute little sticker like band-aid that you just
Yeah.
kind of like bunk, and,
Here,
it
drink
just makes you feel
this.
better.
Drink this.
It's
It's
like how a
cough
doctor gives
medicine.
you a sucker at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, I kind of just assumed that the light like kind of burned, so there's just some like burn ointment. It's like,
Little
take this.
this.
Oh, also I do the little anti-itch like rubber thing on your mosquito bites.
But yeah, as far as like what the
Right.
actual like physical thing it did was it didn't cause any like actual physical damage. It's more that it just kind of like knocked the wind out of you kind of deal.
Gotcha.
So do you guys have any other ideas as far as a group check goes?
Ooh.
I mean, we already succeeded, so like now.
Well,
we
he
just
has two.
move
He has
Well,
two
on
negatives.
Wait,
Jackson, we
well,
can
we
do
can
it
only
for
do one.
the other people, right?
Yeah. You can all make an attempt for
I-
each of you to remove a
I-
toll if you'd want to do that.
Now, also, just to be clear, do we have to use a physical ability to get rid of physical toll?
Not necessarily.
Okay,
Oh.
that opens up some
We all
potential
pray
options.
hard enough.
Now, I would love to use scare. I don't know how I would do that.
Well, I'm gonna say, Kid, in his overwhelming sensation of losing the barrier to his homeland, he has developed a small case of hiccups.
What?
I mean, I was gonna say that I could, the scare
You
might
scare
work for
people to get rid
Frankie,
of
but,
hiccups.
but we all have to do the same
Oh,
check.
I see.
So,
I mean, you
Scare
could
people to get rid
you
of
could
hiccups.
administer adrenaline by just yelling
the
loud
heck?
enough.
guys, I don't think it's this difficult. We just all need to decide on one ability score to use to try to remove a toll from someone.
We use charm for NJ,
We
and we
use-
use confusion for Frankie, and
use,
scare for Kid.
Okay, you gotta tell me why. How are you doing that?
I have hiccups. Scare me.
That's not how that works.
I use confusion.
Also,
to-
we don't
to
have to get rid of the
placebo.
toll. It's not that bad.
This has gotten way more complicated.
It's
Like the
not
whole
this
point of this
difficult,
was to
guys.
make this much more simpler, and you have found some way to like knit it into a web.
Well, we don't really have.
We all have to
We're
roll
trying
the
to figure out how
same
to
skill here. Let's
get rid of
use
something that's
let's
not
use
happening.
lore maybe collectively to think of medical help like splints, you know,
Yeah.
other
Well,
medicines
my-
like aloe
Yes.
vera.
You can use the environment around you. You can use the items you have. You can use skills you know you have. That kind of deal.
Okay.
I
And
don't
it
know.
could be the same ability for all three of them, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't like we are relegated to only one skill to try to cure things. So I'm down with trying just 3 group lore checks to get you guys back up into business.
Or alternatively, maybe sense checks. We try to figure out what hurts the most, and then we wrap it up real tight, so it doesn't hurt as bad.
Sounds good to me.
Huh?
Cool. Which one is better for people? Would it be lore or sense? It's
Sense
the same
is better for me.
I have a
Both
better.
are
I have a better
zeros for me.
lore.
Okay.
Let's do lore.
Let's split it
That makes more
50-50.
sense, I feel.
It'll be great.
Can we do that?
Except
Two
there's three of
checks
us.
for sense, 2 checks for lore. How about that?
I call sense.
What? No. We all
what's the
they're
fourth
group
check?
checks, Grant.
Oh yeah.
all of us
Now-
work together on these.
Now, I'll say that one will work for you 3 cryptids. It will not work for Frankie because Frankie's is a mental
yes,
toll.
he's a human.
That's okay.
Yeah, shit.
Hey guys, you want to
fine.
do scare for Frankie?
I mean, I was
You
gonna say
could.
we could do like charm or something just to hype him up. You know, it's just like, dude, you got it. What are you stressed out about? No need to worry, dude. You're fine. You're
You
doing
You're not even a
fine.
Different.
cryptid. You're the greatest cryptid alive, and you're not even
Yeah,
a
dude.
cryptid.
Straight up, you're the dude
All
who
right,
just
let's
unlocked
go ahead.
the Camp
I am
Cryptids
a
to the rest of the
Everybody
world.
make their
You're the
first
human
roll.
who found Camp Cryptids.
For NJ. We'll start with NJ.
Which is going to be lore for this one?
Or got
NJ,
6.
you will not roll, NJ. Since this one's for you.
I'm a
Neat.
real cryptid.
a real boy.
Oh, wait, what
Oh,
did
wait.
everybody get?
Oh, I am
Because
already-
NJ is better at sense or lore.
I mean, I'm better at lore, but I'm not rolling for
Okay,
myself.
6
so.
from Kid,
We should have done sense.
sense.
6 over here.
6 from Jackson.
Oh, I think I messed it up. I got a 3.
God,
Unless we're
dang
doing
it, you
sense, then I got a 4.
punk.
But
That
Yeah,
would
that's
be a 5 exactly, so you succeed.
I'm okay with So if we
Average.
use sense for NJ,
We did
and
it.
then to heal Kid, we can use lore.
lore, baby. All right, kid, don't worry. We're gonna take this gauze and wrap it real tight around your whatever's
Ah.
hurting.
My backwards ankle hurts.
All right, time to put it back in place.
I like that I literally explained what the
It's not
injury
that
was.
I'm just kind of winded. We're kids. We don't
Okay,
know
what
how
did you guys get?
injuries work.
CPR works
4
really well for
4
this
from
problem.
NJ.
Hey Grant, how you doing on that lore check?
6.
6, okay.
Okay, like 3.
Okay.
Ooh, so we did not succeed.
Kid, you will still keep your physical toll.
We attempted
Fine.
CPR.
These are not
didn't
my
work.
skills.
CPR was not the correct option here.
CPR was not the
we
correct
splinted my
option.
ankle when I have a collapsed lung.
Yeah.
Basically, what they did was they tried to they thought it was your ankle that was bothering you, so they wrapped it up. But now you kind of just have to walk weird. So it's
were
like you're
too
not
polite to say anything.
And
Yeah.
then for Frankie, as a suggestion, so if we got to do a mental thing to help with the mental toll, either confusion or scare, I think would work. Where it's either, because right now it sounds like his mind is filled with a lot of questions.
Mhm.
So we either need to convince him of some way to or distract him from that using confusion, or just show him the fear of God and make sure that he's like, you don't need to think those thoughts anymore. This is a much scarier situation that we're in. Focus up.
I would
stay
prefer
frosty.
confusion because I have a +1 to confusion versus my scare, which I have a -1 to.
Mm-hmm. And I assume that that's probably the same for NJ.
I mean, I don't have a plus to confusion or scare.
Let's go with confusion because I've got a real buff scare, but I also have a +1 to confusion. So
How much is your buff to scare?
+3.
Okay, so either way, it would average out because it would be a +2 no matter what
Mm-hmm.
if we did. So whatever we want to do, I'm down.
I'm down with confusion.
All right,
I'm
Let's
kind of
confuse this
freaking
boy.
out, guys.
7.
Freaking out.
7,
11.
11,
Nice. Nice.
all above
Guys,
5.
I'm
Go
really
ahead.
freaking out.
I want you guys to actively confuse him. Go for it.
What do I do?
Frankie,
What do we
why
do?
is there a spaceship here? What's that over there? Look
I
at
don't know.
this. Look
I'm
at that.
asking the
Hey, here's
same
the planet here.
question.
Why is the backside of this tree now grass?
You're
I'm
making
so
it worse,
confused.
kid.
I'm confused too, buddy. There we go.
I look at him and I just go, look, does any of this make sense?
No.
No, that's right. So don't try to make sense of it.
And whip him
You can
around and
make
immediately start doing a
sense of
handshake.
it by not
He doesn't
making
have
sense
time
of
to
it.
think about that.
If you don't think, then you can't hurt because of thinking.
The
you
rule of
also
the
don't think,
universe
you're
is
gonna
chaos. Chaos
Yeah.
is order.
And look at NJ. He's with us.
And
I like to imagine NJ's eyes are just slightly apart and the tongue's out a
Epitome
little
of
bit.
confused.
Yep.
He's like, oh man,
This is
NJ
going.
is way worse off than I am.
Well, if NJ knows what's happening, then anyone can.
The shame NJ doesn't know.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, Edge has no clue what's going on.
All right,
So
Anyway, is that a crashed spaceship over there?
it is.
Maybe that's where Grace
I-
is.
I would guess that's where Gracie is because she's from outer space, right? Is that what we said? Yeah.
Sorry
But
for
yeah,
stealing
she's
your
an
line.
I mean, first off, let's just quick go over what exactly our goal is here, because things are about to get wild.
I think we're
All
about
right.
to go past the point of no return.
Potentially,
Guys,
yeah.
if the border dropped, that means
Things are running
cryptids
wild.
can
We
get
out here.
into the real world. This could be bad. We better hurry.
Okay, wait. So what?
So I guess we won't go over the plan.
no, we're ignore Frankie. We're gonna
I
go
was
over-
doing the plan.
So we know. Here's what we know, right? So we're trying to find Gracie. Gracie's missing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
think
Try the
let's just
walkie-talkie.
into the woods. What?
I'm just
Huh?
kidding.
You need to
Try-
calm down, buddy.
Frankie, you need to relax. Okay, we know that Palmer here, who won't shut up, I'm just kidding, is somehow connected and for some reason important.
hmm
You're very important, Frankie. You're great.
Thanks.
I do a handshake with him. We have this pocket journal, which she has been reporting on all of us,
hmm
different things.
Multiple different things.
Have the radio, which is used to communicate. And I push the button. Hello, can you hear me? Can you understand?
We still don't speak alien.
We still don't speak alien. Okay, good
It's
to
worth
know
a
that
try.
didn't change when the border came up. We also know that this is what we assume is her family, and there's the rotating picture of the family.
Could be French.
And I flip it again, and we know that she's probably from or have been to this planet. And I zoom in on the purple planet. What else do we know?
Well, to go over the things that were written about us in the journal, Kid was written great potential. NJ had sorry for NJ. Also, these are scattered, so they're not like in the correct order. Jackson was will come to learn in time. Frankie was important break human. Myth was should know better. We have no idea what any of these means, except we can assume that
NJ's gonna die.
She knew that Frankie was a human. That is a pretty known thing. We know for a fact that she knew that Frankie was a human.
And because
she gave him this brochure.
She likely was the one that actually got Frankie to the camp in the first place. Mm-hmm. Also, Sassy said that if humans ever like breach the magic or whatever, then it could be really bad, and the whole point of the camp is to like protect the magic. So we've already kind of messed up Sassy's whole goal.
Horribly.
So that's great.
We hear a scream in the distance as a Yeti, as a Sasquatch echoes.
You
through
see
the
trees falling.
Oh
Like...
So Frankie says, how about we look at in the spaceship or whatever that thing is for Gracie. I can use my binoculars to see if there's a good place to enter without getting too close.
While you search, I also want you to think on a question, Frankie.
Yeah?
Why you? Because
I'm human.
Well, no,
right?
It's more than that. Because when Gracie entered into the camp, she was saying your last name.
Way before she knew you.
Way before she like brought you in, like when she first showed up.
Now that being said, your mom is really into cryptids, right?
You could say that.
Do you know? Is your dad like really into cryptids? Do you know your dad?
Yeah, yeah.
What's a dad?
Oh, that's right. What is what is traditional familial ties?
Basically, my parents kind of consider themselves as
what's a parent?
No time
is
for
it like
that.
an uncle?
No. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And they're kind of experts in cryptids, and well, my mom likes aliens a lot. And they kind of one day hope, and he's like twirling his binoculars in his finger. He's like, they kind of one day hope to find them. And so I didn't really think they're real, but it turns out that they were right. And so maybe that's why.
Have your parents ever like actually interact? Like, did your parents like kidnap Gracie at some point in time?
I don't think so. My mom thinks she's seen an alien ship before, but
how much of a reverse of the roles would that be from pop culture, where we abducted the alien?
That's awesome. Frankie just goes back to looking through his binoculars.
What'd you see?
Make a census check for me. What's up, NJ?
Yeah, actually, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
Every time.
Okay.
9.
While this conversation has been happening, Frankie, you're looking through your binoculars and you actually notice NJ is just waddling towards the spaceship.
I see
None of
something.
us have seen this.
I see something. First, what do I see before I point out NJ?
So first what you see is you do get a better look at the spaceship.
Good.
And it is actually, it's large, but not like large. I'd say, think about like 3 school buses, like side by side.
Okay.
Like that's
Like long way or short way school buses?
Like there's just 3 buses.
Hot
like
dog or
school
hamburger?
school bus.
Okay,
There's
short
just
way
school,
school buses.
There's just 3 school buses parked next to each other.
Wait, is that hamburger?
It's big. Except not that big.
It's smaller than I thought it would be.
So yes, so it's about that size. It is clearly crashed. However, it does not look like it was necessarily like a recent crash.
It looks old.
It's the spaceship Gracie first came
Gracie crashed it.
Is there an entrance in view?
There is an entrance you can see with your binoculars. It looks like it kind of got wedged open a little bit in the crash.
It's wedged. I mean, the opening. It's open. Also, what is that? Oh, it's
You
NJ.
see NJ.
NJ.
Very slowly. You have no idea. This is probably the fastest you've ever seen NJ get from one location to another. You don't know how he did that. He's still going very, very slow, but for some reason, he
It's
is
like
almost
watching a
to
turtle
station.
sprint.
Well, I think it'd be funny if like there's tall grass and I just see his head poking out and it's like going ridiculously fast through the grass. And
Well,
that's all I can see.
he's actually
swimming
he's
through the
in the
grass.
flattened area.
He like
He
ramps
is
on
swimming
the-
through the grass, but where you guys are standing at your guys' height with the tall grass, it does actually look reminiscent of the Loch Ness monster as the head is bobbling through.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Um,
We should
has anyone
go
has
before he
anyone seen the
dies.
video of the turtle in the crocodile's mouth, and then it gets out and it just goes.
Yeah, exactly. You say you're like NJ, and you pull your binoculars away and you look down. You see Kid has gotten into like a 3-point track stance, and I zoom.
Zoom away.
Mm.
Kid takes off after NJ. Are the rest of you following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get going. Most likely we hear thunderous footsteps behind us at this
Yeah,
point. in
we'll
time.
run. Jackson and I are running.
That is
behind
probably
him.
true.
There actually doesn't seem to be any commotion. You guys had actually traveled out a pretty far way to get to the barrier. So you actually can't actually see the campgrounds. You know it's in there, but you can't actually see them.
What the likelihood that Sassy knows that it's us? You know, like
How much you want to bet that this was premeditated from the start?
And
Sassy
then-
wants to escape.
You guys approach and you all see this kind of broken UFO sitting there in the middle of this crop circle. The entrance to it is wedged open, and there is very faint kind of slow blinking light coming out from it. You do hear an occasional very quiet kind of like electronic-y beeping sound. It's very faint, but you do hear that.
Alien spaceship noises.
Alien spaceship noises. Insert here.
insert alien spaceship noises. That's funny.
I'd assume we'd enter. I mean, and follow the noise. Am
Yeah.
I wrong to assume that?
I mean, we've made it this far. We might as well actually find the body.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, you know, maybe Gracie's in there.
You guys do have to kind of like.
Kid.
Yeah, NJ. Yeah. Yes, NJ. Oh, you need help getting on the ship?
Oh, I lift him up.
Thank you.
So how the UFO is kind of positioned is it's
I
kind of like tilted a little bit, and the opening is it's down on the
Oh.
ground. It's kind of
And
tilted down
I
forward, so you can kind of crawl up into it.
Yeah, I just
Um,
get up and I just sit on Kid's shoulder.
In what order are you guys entering?
I'll go
I'll
first.
go first.
Oh well,
I'll go first.
I have the flashlight.
Everybody.
I'll go last.
Come on, guys, come on. Clearly, NJ's gonna go first.
as
I mean,
the
come
resident
on.
tank of the party.
Exactly.
I'd be down with NJ and then me, I guess.
And Jackson, and then Kid.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So who's going first?
NJ, take the lead. Stick the
Nice.
flashlight in his mouth.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, do you
NJ,
want the
how are
flashlight?
how are you getting in, NJ?
I go over to him.
I after getting on top of Kid's shoulders, I get on top of his head. I'm just, hey Kid, could you just get a little closer? Yeah, just a little
I
bit
move closer, and then I just.
Yep. Thank you.
Originally, I was gonna just like pick you up like a sack of potatoes, so you ended up laying upside down on my shoulder, and then I was just gonna set you up there. But this works.
You get set in there, and you're kind of facing towards the rest of the group, and like you do reach a little flipper in to kind of help him up. It's not much of help, but it's the thought that counts. And who's going in next?
I believe it's
Me.
Frankie.
Me with the flashlight.
Frankie, you climb up. You kind of wiggle your way in. Are you gonna help the others up, or are you gonna go in and look around?
I'll go in and like shine light for NJ, I guess. I'll look around. I'll
how
check my
big-
surroundings.
Human
How-
curiosity.
So, is the entrance big enough that I could go to at least my medium size and maybe like throw my tail down as a rope?
Absolutely.
Great, I will do that.
You do that. NJ throws his tail over. You got a little climbing boost. So it's not long before Jackson and Katie are able to climb up there.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie, as you are kind of searching around, you kind of first start looking down low and then up high, and you like circle it around. And as you all kind of climb in with the help of NJ, you can all kind of pick this up pretty quickly. There is just this huge expanse of technology you've never seen before. Gizmos, gadgets, buttons, levers, wheels, screens. There's a lot of it surrounding you. It is a bit mind-boggling at just how unique and extraterrestrial the inside of this place is.
Take a mental toll.
Take a mental toll. Your brain just breaks. You're done.
It's like that guy from Flint Lockwood from Cloudy and the Chance of Meatballs. It's like his room with all the like buttons and things,
Including the curtain.
By the
You
way,
do.
I was just gonna say, NJ is totally just running around to random points in the room, just flipping levers and pressing buttons.
Before you
no.
can do that,
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
No.
Roll initiative.
the dull light is from above you, and it's kind of in unison with that beeping noise, and it's very clear, like an alarm that something's wrong, and the something's wrong is that the ship has crashed.
Oh, makes sense.
And as amazing as this is, there is not much time to take it all in before, Frankie, you go and you move your light, even though you don't really need to because there is that dull light kind of flickering on over there. And you see standing near the center of the room, flipping through a journal, jotting down notes, is your mother.
I hide.
Mom?
Ah, human! I hide as well.
No, guys, it's okay. This is my mom.
I hide behind Kate.
I hide behind Frankie.
I move into combat.
What are you doing here?
She's kind of like a bit startled by the flashlight, first of all, in her eyes. Oh, okay, Frankie, put
sorry,
the light
sorry.
down. There's a light going on here. And
Sorry.
then she immediately notices you three, the three
An
cryptids.
animalistic stance. I'm like ready to kill.
Oh,
I would like to point out
my.
NJ's still in like his like medium form, so he's like bigger than everyone, but he's still hiding behind Kid as if he's in a small form.
Well, would you look at all of you guys? Frankie,
You didn't.
I knew you
Yeah?
could do it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Look at all this. Isn't it fascinating?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Are you gonna eat us?
Why are you
Did
here?
you? No. And she's walking over towards
Ah!
you, Kid. Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
I
It's, it's okay.
Okay.
Back it up, lady.
Okay, backing up.
I stick
She's
to Kid's
she's still jotting down notes and is just watching you.
I stick to Kid's back.
Bible space apart.
All right.
You haven't seen an alien, have you? Named Gracie?
Oh, yes. She's around here somewhere.
You know Gracie?
Wait, where is she? You know Gracie? I get really close to her. I'm like holding onto her skirt. Like, where's Gracie?
Wow. she examines you a bit more. She kind of like pokes one of your horns.
Ah!
Mom,
Hey.
stop. You're being weird. These are my friends.
Gracie.
These are your friends? You made friends with Cryptid?
You know.
Yeah. I go
Refer
over
to
and I
me.
do the handshake with Frankie.
You did make friends with Cryptids.
Okay, great. Where's Gracie?
See? I knew you wouldn't believe me, Frankie.
I feel embarrassed. Grant feels embarrassed right now somehow.
Of course.
Like that one
Like
time
I
when we
said,
tricked your mom off by
she's
TikTok?
somewhere about. Anyway, did you get the magic?
You mean this? It's just like
This
it's
has
still- it's
been
this tiny little
planned from the
globe.
beginning.
A
It
tiny
was
little
all a
globe.
setup. I knew Gracie was a traitor.
and then Frankie closes his fist again. He said, "Aetius, did you know this whole time that this camp wasn't just for humans that like cryptids? Did you know this whole time that this was a camp for cryptids, and that I was going to go into a camp of cryptids?
Guys, I figured it out.
Well,
Did you set this whole thing up? Was the brochure you?
Wow, this is so not chill, dog.
Look,
Oh, his mom.
Gracie, his mom and Gracie met up and made a plan to steal the magic of Camp
Exploit
Cryptid. That way
their
Gracie
son.
could go
Frankie,
home.
your mom
I-
sucks.
I didn't have much of a choice, kiddo.
Why do you want the magic? The cryptids need it.
Well,
Yeah, good question,
Look.
Frankie. Why you want the magic, huh?
Why
I
do you
found.
want magic,
look,
huh?
listen. Calm down, everyone. All right.
Roll initiative.
And NJ is
First
doing
of
his
all-
best impersonation of Kid right now.
I'm
You're both in like.
I'm channeling my inner Jackson at the moment.
Why'd you do it, Mom? Why'd you do it?
So
Frankie,
NJ
and she
is
comes
gonna
over
be
and she
Kid
like pinches your
Jackson.
cheeks a little bit.
Stop.
Listen, cryptids are real. Aliens are real.
I know.
I found this UFO not too long ago,
Right.
and when you brought me the brochure, I knew it was a sign.
So Gracie did send me the brochure.
No. Wait. So Gracie set this all up? My brain hurts.
Anyway, if you give me the magic, I can start getting to work.
Where's Gracie first?
Wait, what do you mean work? For what?
Well, on fixing the UFO.
So Gracie can go home?
So Gracie can go home.
Can I make a good old fashioned
Insight
check to try to steal the magic from Jack?
You
From
wanna try to
Frankie?
steal the magic?
Yes.
Go ahead. Frankie, what is your sense score?
My sense is a 6, so +1.
That's what I'm looking to beat.
You're looking to beat a 6.
Ooh, caught my die.
She
Nice.
said Gracie was nearby, by the way.
That will
No,
be
I
Gracie,
a
Gracie's a
9.
traitor.
Nice.
Be a 9?
Mhm.
You are. In Frankie kind of holding it back, it's not heavy at all. It's
do-
literally light.
Yeah,
so
I do the.
My
Like,
eyes!
I attempt to do the the Indiana Jones where you like
I
swaps,
swap.
but then I realize that it's made of air, and I'm like, just take it. It doesn't weigh anything.
I was waiting for you to
just
say you
hand it
swap
over.
it and like put NJ in his hands.
It's just a golf ball.
I'll give you a second to try to steal it while he hesitates.
I just did. It's a 9.
yeah.
Oh,
You have it held back. It's kind of back behind you, out of view a little bit from both you and your mom.
And I don't
Well, come on,
notice.
hand it over. No, you don't notice.
Okay, well, if it gets Gracie home, and he just holds out his palm and it's gone. I don't think I was just had it. How did I lose the magic?
Frankie.
I
The
look
cryptids.
over at Jackson and I give him a little wink.
I look panicked at NJ.
incredibly confused as to. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I would like to
panicked
go
at
find-
NJ.
Oh, well, this is no good at all. And she's gonna start like kind of looking around where you were, Frankie. There's not really much to like sift through, but what little there is, she's looking under the counters. She's looking like lifting up like levers and things like that, trying to find wherever this magic went.
Can the cryptids do a quick huddle?
Wait, let me say something real quick to NJ first, if that's possible.
Go for it.
Frankie looks at NJ and says, "NJ, did you see me drop it or something?" And he starts getting tears in his eyes, and he's like, I'd feel so bad if I lost the magic. Gracie needs to get home, and the cryptids need it to stay safe. And I don't
Gracie
know.
doesn't need to go home. She needs to stay here with us forever.
And so
It's not at
Frankie's
all possessive.
sad.
This whole series hasn't.
You guys can go ahead and do a huddle if you'd so like, though, while Frankie freaks out.
Okay. So what are we gonna do here, guys?
They
Because,
just
like, we
turn their
can't, like,
backs on Frankie.
we can't like give away the magic.
I assume they
because
were
the
all
magic is-
standing there. Like, we're not in a full huddle, but it's like we're all in a group and we're just like watching your mom run back and forth,
Oh my goodness!
talking
Oh my goodness!
quietly.
Oh my
Frankie's
goodness.
crying, and he's like
So
awkwardly
important.
standing outside of the
Oh.
circle.
Frankie,
I'm gonna go
his
find
slippery little
Gracie.
fingers.
I would like to
Oh
try
my
and find
goodness.
Gracie.
Wait, let NJ say something.
Okay.
I look at NJ and I go,
Huh?
look.
Huh?
I say, look. I'm sure that there is a definite possibility that Frankie's mom could use this magic to start up the spaceship or whatever, she can just ask Sassy. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't.
That's
like,
just a
give
way
away the
better
magic.
plan.
We can't give away the magic
because
then
who
all the
knows? What if
cryptids
she
are
just
in
runs
danger
away with
from all the
that's, like,
dangerous
super god
humans?
chill? Yeah. So I think that we should just leave, bring Gracie with us, and then just ask Sassy to like work something out with this human, and then it'll be fine. I'm not one to defer to authority, but I think that might be the best decision here.
DM plans. Aaron's plan.
So is anybody on Frankie's side here, or is it just Frankie?
It's just Frankie. I'm gonna go look for Gracie.
I'm also
I
gonna go
would
look for Gracie.
I would like to attempt to roll a persuasion
I'll stay
check
with Frankie.
to Jackson.
To do what?
To persuade you to like, because I'm like crying and I'm like, Gracie needs to get home and I lost it, just to kind of reveal that he has the magic, I guess.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jackson,
Frankie, make a charm test with disadvantage just because Jackson really does not care about emotions of other people.
All right, well that's
like
you're good. That's a 4. So
I will
So
go
you
over
guys-
to you, and I'll
you guys do
go.
your things.
I'll go over and I'll go over to Frankie and I'll be like, Frankie, look, I'm sure it's pretty difficult to lose magic. I'm sure. So
Maybe
it
it just
probably like left it in the forest or something. One of the counselors is gonna find it. It's gonna be fine. Honestly, though, even if you had it, I think giving it to your mom is dumb.
Where in the world did it fall? It can't just disappear.
It's like dropping.
Maybe it
Gracie!
can. Maybe that's the whole point.
Gracie!
You start calling out for Gracie, and
Gracie.
after a moment, you do see Gracie's head poke out from the little door.
I really go hug her.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I missed you so much. Never do this to me again. I can't handle hearing you. I cry into her hip.
hello, kid. Pat, pat. And she pats your head.
I love her so much.
Is she in the room or is this outside?
Yeah, you all can see her now.
Gracie's back.
Hi.
Jackson said you were dead.
I am very much alive.
This sucks.
What happened? Where'd you go? Why'd you disappear in the middle of the night?
Well, I had to come back here.
Gracie, I lost the magic.
You lost. But I needed you to bring it here.
I thought I did,
What?
but I lost
But
it.
you
Why
said
why couldn't you just ask Sassy to help you fix your spaceship with the magic?
I did ask Sassy.
And why was the answer no?
I do not know.
that rhymes.
I mean,
And how do you even know that the magic would fix your spaceship?
Because it is magic. It is what made Camp Cryptid.
Okay, yeah, those two things don't exactly track. One of them made a civilization, the other one is a spaceship. Does your spaceship run off of magic?
It could possibly, according to Miss Palmer.
And you're gonna trust a human to tell you that? Hey, human,
my mom's
have
an
you,
expert.
does your mom use magic regularly?
Is your mom an
don't, but
engineer
I sure
and
do
you
want
love
to.
cells?
So basically, what I'm seeing here is you have made a completely unfounded decision based off of facts that you don't know whether or not are true on the assumption that it'll work with no actual evidence.
Also, you can leave me.
Well, what if you?
Oh,
what
kid.
would you do, Jackson,
Oh,
if you had to go back home and you had no other choice?
I
huh?
don't have a home. What is a home?
You'd never understand.
You're right, I don't, and I won't, and
You're
I think
weird.
that you are all dumb for even thinking that this is a possibility.
Well, maybe cryptids are dumb.
I point at Frankie and I say, "You're dumb for just listening to your mom, the authority figure, for no reason other than what? That
Look,
she is bigger than you." I point at Mrs. Palmer and I'm like, "You're dumb for thinking that you even know what magic is or how it works.
Or how
You
do
don't
use
even
to
know
fix
what
a
magic is
spaceship?
or how it works." and point at Gracie and I go, "You're dumb for listening to someone who has no idea what they're talking about. It's telling you that you can do stuff just for the vague chance that you might be able to go home. But in reality, could be ruining the lives of so many random cryptids."
Oh,
Sassy,
that's
just
so
get
great about
over
this. And
yourselves.
I pop up the hologram with the planets, and I'm like, "What's so great about this stupid thing?" And I zoom in on the purple stupid planet.
That is
It's
my
stupid
home.
and purple.
Wait, what about the picture?
No, we're talking about the stupid purple planet right now. Shut up, Frankie.
That is my home planet.
That's stupid and purple. This is your home now.
It is not.
And Jay's flipper is just in at
And Jay's like covering his eyes.
Yeah, and Jay's just like he's like.
I do not belong here, kid.
Neither do I.
I'm struggling so much with the inner dilemma of my love versus my. I don't even know.
Sassy said in her puppet show that the magic works like the magic it is. If Sassy could use the magic to make Camp Cryptid and all of you, then the magic could be used to fix my ship.
And what if that ends up getting rid of all of us?
I did
If
not
the
think
magic
about
is
that.
our, yeah, you didn't think about it, did you, Gracie? No one ever thinks about it. You only think about yourselves. That's my job.
Jackson's going hard. Oh my gosh, Jackson. I love how this series started. We're all like, "Oh, we're cute little kids. Everything's gonna be great."
No,
And
Jackson's
we're like,
real,
"You're all
dog."
dumb. Everything's dumb. Life is pointless."
Unfortunately, I have to kind of agree with Jackson. Like if the magic is what's keeps like all the cryptids Camp Cryptid safe and like stuff. Like if you take away the magic, then like we're like in trouble, like big.
And
big
you
trouble.
know that because it was in the same puppet show that you just talked about.
I would give it back. I just need it to
How
fix
you
the
could-
ship.
But who knows? What if you need it on the ship to fly away? It appears to have an area effect thing. What if you plug it in and then you just drive away and then we all die? We
don't know
poof
if plugging it in-
forever, like a human does.
Miss Palmer knows much about cryptids.
We
She
are
showed me a
cryptids.
book.
What book? I want to see
You
this
are
book.
crypt kids.
We're just kids.
You are still
Jackson.
learning.
I want,
What do you know about spaceships or magic?
What do
You
I
don't even
know?
know where
What
you
does
come
she
from.
know?
Hey, what was your name, Miss Palmer?
Yes.
Can I see the book?
Yeah. And she actually pulls out. It is a copy of the book Frankie had, I believe.
Cryptonomicon.
No, it's the Tome of the Still
Book of
Tongue.
Many Cryptids.
It is the same book that Frankie had, and Jackson, you recognize it because Frankie showed it to you. I mean, it's a
Cryptids,
copy of
fact
that same
or
book.
Fiction.
And she's like, flipping, well, here, come here, look.
She is also
I'm
the
based
Based
the
on the
doll.
way of your horns and your pupils, you look like you are just a little goat man, aren't you?
I mean, maybe.
Well, let's find your page. And she starts flipping through. And she's just gonna like show you all of them. She's gonna be like, and this is it, and this is it, and just goes through pretty much every single page unless
whole
you
book.
stop her.
Now,
Now,
how
my question
accurate
is-
is the information within
Exactly.
This book?
Like, is any of this actually like good information, or is it all total BS?
Make a lore check.
Does he have an advantage because it's about himself?
Does he have it?
No.
You guys
That's
don't
a
know.
no. That's a no.
6.
6.
You
That's
do not
mine.
know.
I hate being encrypted.
But that's kind of the whole point.
That's kind of the whole point. Exactly.
You don't know.
As a human,
you
I hate
do
being
know.
encrypted.
You do know it is possible that the stuff could be true because you know you are not the first nor the only goat man out there. So the stuff listed in here could very much be some other goat man that is set out to try to protect the magic in another way.
So you know the super famous black and white photo of like the goat man, and he's like crouching down, and he has like his arm out, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that that photo is in the book, and I stop it, and I point at it, and I'm like, is this my uncle?
You know, possibly.
Oh, I think that's definitely your uncle, kid. Look, he has the same eyes that you do.
He has the same and horns.
Now tell me, how does the family tree work within Cryptid?
I have no clue.
Don't.
No
Frankie's
clue.
just
Well,
like.
Oh,
Well,
Frankie's just
I
like,
have
"Don't
an
ask."
uncle,
you
and
have an uncle?
Kid has an uncle,
I now have an
And-
Kid
uncle.
has an uncle.
and apparently Frankie has a dad. I don't know
Frankie
what's a
does
dad.
have a dad,
We don't know
but
what
I'm
a
not
dad-
worried about
what-
Frankie.
We don't know what a dad is though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Suck it,
Just
Frankie.
threw her child under the bus. Holy cow.
I love the fact that this is so far what we know about your mom. Your mom is a cryptid
It's
expert.
terrible.
She was willing to potentially sacrifice her child to get the magic of the cryptids, and now the cryptids are here.
Frankie,
She could care less about her kid.
Help an
you
alien.
feel a familiar mental link as
me?
Gracie goes to talk to you mentally.
Oh yeah.
Frankie,
Frankie just kind of looks over at Gracie, but doesn't really react much.
where is the magic?
Frankie shrugs, like
You all just see Frankie go,
he really doesn't freaking know. I can talk back, right? Or no?
yes.
He says, "I swear I had it in my character voice. I swear I had it in my hand. I opened it in this very room, and it lit up the entire space. It kind of hurt my eyes. It was kind of like looking in the sun, but it was in my hand. And then I closed my hand and I held it away from my mom, and then when I opened my hand again, it was gone. I lost it."
And you hear Gracie say to you mentally, I do not think you lost it. And her eyes shift over to you, Jackson.
I absorbed it.
I
I
absorbed
am the magic.
I
Jackson
got
is getting more and more
magic.
frustrated, and he's just like, look, I don't have time to deal with a bunch of crazy people who are willing to start just killing people or poofing them or whatever. I'm going back to the camp. He just turns around, starts walking away.
As you do,
Oh god.
The door slams shut.
Yeah.
The boss
Awesome
room
music
is triggered.
starts.
you go to start to leave. And Gracie goes, wait, no, Jackson, you have the magic. And as soon as she says
You
that,
can't prove this.
you see Miss Palmer turns to look at you.
Eyes glow red.
And just
Orange.
full, like, forms into this, like, demonic.
7 more arms appear out of her. They all start to move.
She was a
starts
creature.
breathing
Welcome to
fire.
Between the Rows, baby. No,
Between the Rose Summer Edition.
I give you my blessing.
summer edition. And
Between the campsites.
Miss Palmer is going to try to stop you. So I'm going to have you.
She just
Are
pulled
you
out a
going
gun.
to? She's just gonna try to like grab a hold of your shoulder.
The moment she approaches me, I'm gonna turn, look her in the eye. The claws are going to extend out my fingers. I'm just gonna breathe a little bit of fire. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pull out a feather. And I'm gonna say, lady, you do not want to do this.
Frankie goes, "Ah!" and tackles Jackson.
I go, and tackle Miss Palmer.
All right, I
And
need.
Jay just screams.
AJ just kind of looks at AJ just he sees Frankie and Jackson. He looks over. He sees Kid and Miss Palmer. And he looks over to Gracie. He just wows over there, just like kind of leans gently against her like her leg.
She scoops you up. But as this tackling is happening, I need Kid, you need to make a strength test, and then Frankie, you need to make a strength test against Jackson's base score. Whatever. his
Base
strength-
score for strength.
Yes.
Then you're looking to beat a 5 because I still
I
have
got
a
a 6.
I got a 7.
You got the 7.
Do I beat Miss
With
Palmer?
she's.
Can I make a
Yeah,
scare
you'd
test
meet it.
towards
Meet it, beat
Palmer?
it. So
Frankie
basically
has
what
Jackson
happens.
and I have Miss
Here's what
Palmer.
happens. So in a simultaneous war, so here's what happens. So Jackson goes, lady, and they kind of maintain eye contact. And Frankie and Kid, you are kind of looking back and forth between, and then you two eyes meet in the middle. You think you're on the same wavelength. Go, and you both charge in people. And Jackson, you are very quickly toppled in like this weird matted fur suit as Frankie lunges himself on top of you, taking you down. Kid, you are able to kind of knock Miss Palmer down onto like her bum. Like, oh, and you're like, hitting her, and she's like, but
Give
she's
her the goat headbutt.
Yeah.
Can I skirt around her and just like grab like around her shoulders? Probably not actually restraining, but I think I'm restraining her.
You're
I look
quite
over her
literally a
shoulder and I look
child.
over at Frankie and I go, "You are my brother, Frankie! You were supposed to join the Cryptids, not destroy them!
I thought we were supposed to save Gracie.
We are saving us!
That's what you think.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it!
Gracie is going to come over now that Jackson is being held down, and she's gonna come over to Jackson, and she's
Don't do it.
she's holding NJ.
Don't do it. I point a horn towards Miss Palmer. Don't test me.
Jackson, where is the magic?
What magic? I don't know anything about magic.
Take your thing to the grave.
By the way, I'm still holding the feather, and I'm just like, look, you know what this is. It's a cockatrice feather. I'm like, if you don't want anyone to get hurt, I suggest you ask Frankie to let me go, and I'm gonna leave now. That's what's gonna happen.
I whisper in Miss Palmer's ear. Miss Palmer, tell Frankie to let him go. Tell him to let
Turned
go.
into a hostage situation so quickly.
Look, I'm sure we can figure something out if you just give me some time to look at the magic.
Look at Jackson.
Gracie will say to you, Jackson, please, Jackson, I just want to go home.
I want to continue being alive.
I want to
I think
continue
that
the plot
trumps-
here.
I think
That's what I want.
I think that trumps your situation.
I do not want anything bad to happen, but if Miss Palmer can figure something out, please let her try.
Why do you trust her? Why? Tell me that right now.
Who else am I to trust?
I don't know. The people who you have worked and lived with for the past 3 years.
But you won't let me go home.
That's because it could kill all of us. We don't know.
I
And
had
the
to
fact that
find
that's a
somebody.
chance isn't okay.
Miss Palmer found my UFO.
Yeah, and I found a stick in the woods. That doesn't make me an expert on sticks.
But she knows about cryptids. And
How?
and
Has
she
she
is
ever met
human.
one? Have you ever
Her
met a cryptid before,
curiosity
Gracie?
might be able to figure something out with the magic that you guys just are not capable of understanding.
Ouch. Insult my intelligence. I
Look,
slowly...
Palmer, Miss Palmer,
Yeah?
have you ever met a cryptid before, Gracie? Like seen one? Have you talked to one in person?
I've tried.
And have they responded?
In my dreams? Yes.
Okay, so the answer is no. What qualifies you? What do you know? How do you know anything about the spaceship? Have you ever been in a spaceship before this?
No, but I've spent quite a bit of time here, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, I don't understand how that qualifies you to say that you could fix a thing with something you've never seen before. This doesn't make any sense to me. You're trusting this random lady who just says that she can do a thing. What is it? If I say, yeah, I can fix your spaceship, does that mean that I can fix your spaceship?
Can you?
You are the most gullible person I've ever seen. Take control of your life, Gracie.
I'm trying. I want to go home.
Then find a different way that doesn't involve potentially killing people with some random lunatic you found in the woods.
Wait, I have a question. Would these people, and I release Miss Palmer and flip to the
She holds the book up for you.
I pull out the box, the radio, and I pop up the picture. Would these people know how to fix your ship?
Those are my parents.
Would you?
You have parents too?
I do.
Do you know how to fix a ship?
Yes.
You can call them.
I
No,
tried
please
calling
do
them.
not call them. No.
How well can you help us fix the ship?
The static goes through, and there's kind of this, you hear the like darbled noise, and Gracie immediately looks very visibly upset and comes over and she presses the button, turning it back off.
We just started the invasion.
Well, if they can help you fix the ship, why aren't we talking to them?
They cannot come here.
Who's that about them coming here? Why can't they just like coach you through it?
Because it is not simply just patchwork.
My brain does not compute this.
Oh,
So she can't. There isn't
trying
any
to-
like
No,
just
I
fix some
understand. Kid, this is
wires.
dumb.
Yes, Frankie.
Yeah, the ship needs to be brought back to the factory.
I would like to. Well, okay. So I've seen Jackson pull things out of his hoodie. You know, theoretically, if Frankie were to stick his hand in the hoodie, is there a chance he'd pull something out?
I have
Or
a
is it
live
like-
bear trap in there.
He does.
Or is it like? Is it impossible because it's like magic?
I've got the magic in me.
By the way, it's in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand.
It's in my, like, it's not in the hoodie. It's just
Gotcha.
in my hand.
Would Frankie,
Frankie,
be able
go
to
ahead and
figure that out.
Make a sense check for me, Frankie.
Okay.
I would like to make a
Oh,
sense
so
check on the
close to a
DM
10,
to figure out
but
what
it's
we're
so
supposed to do.
Also, Lydia, I sent you a message over Zoom.
9.
9 meets it beats it from his 9 earlier. You are able to notice it is in his hand.
Okay. Can I attempt to take it? I mean, I have him grappled, I guess, so I'd be in melee distance. Quote
I will
unquote.
touch you with
All
this feather.
these
You don't
D&D
want to.
I
that
know
don't
you will,
matter.
and Frankie will die, and it's worth it to save Gracie.
At the cost of all of our lives. Wow,
At the
you're
cost
a
of
punk.
every cryptid ever.
Frankie, yes, you are able to get the magic from his hand. As
Wait,
he is.
Do I roll? Oh.
No, because you've got him held. You're able to notice it. I'd say you can take it, but you will have to let go of Jackson.
Okay, I guess I do that. And
Okay.
I'd like to try to. Can I toss the magic?
Sure. Who are you
Gonna
tossing it to?
Crash the magic.
Oh gosh, now I feel like maybe I'm making the wrong decision here. But
Oh, maybe?
we gotta progress the plot somehow. So and
I
I'm not
sense
budging.
I've made a mistake.
So Frankie, in a slow motion, he like is grappling. He grabs it out of his hand and he dives and he tosses and he goes, Mom.
Magic!
And he tosses it to Palmer, not
Okay.
Gracie, in case this is bad. But
Alright.
Your mom is the worst
That's-
I am
option.
going to have Miss Palmer, Gracie, and Kid all make a reflexes.
That's what
check
I was
to see who gets
assuming.
it.
Oh, and I get a disadvantage to it. Oh no. Or a -1 to it. Helps when I roll an 8, baby! That's a 7!
Can just cause why not? Can NJ also make a reflex check?
Sure.
I want NJ to make a reflex check.
You
but I
have
want
no
to get
idea how
disadvantage
much
as
I
he
want
can't
you-
take the steps fast enough to
I
get
want you
close.
to, like, free willy it. Like, just. You, like, bite it with your mouth. You just eat the magic.
What did you get, NJ?
I got a 10.
You got
Ah!
It'll be up to NJ. I
NJ.
love this.
Just grow really big.
Kid.
You
No
just
one can
knock
reach
me
it.
out of the sky.
Kid got a 7 as he's launching in. You see Miss Palmer's hand reach out just a little bit further than his. And then past that, you see Gracie's just a little bit further than his.
Did we get all
And then
in line?
all of them hands miss as it goes right past the fingertips and lands directly in NJ's flippers.
Run, fly, you fool!
I eat it.
Yes! Yes!
And correction, I don't actually eat it, but I put it in my mouth.
Oh my
I hope
god!
it goes,
I thought you were just about to break the game there.
Super Loch Ness.
We
he
just gotta
turns into
wait
Hulk.
for nature's calling.
NJ becomes the planet.
He becomes ego.
Okay, so you catch it in your catch it in your flippers. You go,
No.
and immediately they're like, no. And then Miss Palmer's like, spit that out right now. Drop it.
Kid,
sorry?
you look past Miss Palmer, you just see Kid and Jackson both going.
NJ, do not
I've been-
eat magic. Do not eat magic, NJ.
I've been released, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're good.
Do not eat magic. Do not eat magic.
The shoes are coming off. Actually, they're still off because I took them off. I'm going to leap at Miss Palmer and touch her with the cockatrice feather.
Oh no.
Okay.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
She immediately goes, how?
Yeah, she
And
takes a physical toll.
She does.
Is the
Oh,
feather
she can take
used?
3 more though. She's fine.
Well, that was not nice.
Do it
Not
again.
nice.
But it was really
You're potentially
fascinating.
risking the
Can I see
lives
that
of
feather?
every living cryptid.
I just want to look at it.
Fine, NJ, give it to her. I hope we all die.
I'm gonna go over to Gracie.
I hope we all die. I hope that everything you love dies. Because of you and your greed. This is exactly the problem with people. You are the problem. Give it to her, NJ. Give it to her.
I'll go over to Gracie. I'll just grab her hand and look up for her. Do you really want to leave us?
I want to go home.
I look over at NJ.
NJ.
He just. Yep.
In the tension, he just gulps and swallows it.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes to say something. He's like,
You start. Actually, NJ, make a lore test for me.
Make a lore check. Okay.
Actually, make it with advantage,
Okay. Cool.
as it's
Okay,
in your
how
mouth.
did I do that? Okay. Ooh. Okay.
NJ's got the magic in
In
him.
him.
10.
10.
Every
Perfect.
time he touches that ball, it turns into gold.
You are kind of like taking this all in,
Yeah.
and by
I'm,
taking this
I'm
all
like
in,
looking
you're really
around
not.
frantically.
You're really not taking any of this in. But almost like magic, a memory is pulled into your mind.
Oh. It's
And
magic.
you recall Sassy speaking
Mm-hmm.
of how this magic
Mm-hmm.
was tied to the very existence of Camp Cryptid and the cryptids within it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel almost like a pulse of like dread
Mm-hmm.
through
They're
you.
already dead.
Mm-hmm.
As you start to think, just think
Mm-hmm.
about
Good job.
giving this magic over.
Mm-hmm.
Gracie does notice this,
Mm-hmm.
and she
Yeah,
will look over
yeah,
to you,
I'm
NJ.
right.
NJ, what is wrong?
Can't-
I can't talk while it's in my mouth, can I?
I just don't know
Can I-
if this is a good idea.
It's
I'll just put my-
you're
I'm
in
pulling
your
my
medium
feet.
size, so
Oh,
it's
you
kind of
got a
like
big
it's kind of like a
mouse.
big gumball.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Stick something in your mouth. Stick a D20.
I got a really bad idea. To the hey kid,
Yeah, I come over.
Can you go back to the camp and see if everyone's okay?
Don't boo me, right? Kid looks almost like I don't know what word is gonna be right. He looks back at Gracie, seeing the girl that he loves, after thinking that she's been dead for like 2 days, also feeling a little bit betrayed by her, before going and sprinting back to camp to check on
Kid?
everybody.
Make a census check for me.
Woo! I'm so good at sense. That's a lie too.
Hard to read.
Ooh.
What you got?
You are very confused.
My heart's broken a little bit. I'm gonna admit.
And
Been broken
this confusion is not one you are comfortable with.
I'm really confused. It's making me uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go back to camp and get sassy.
Kid, please do not go get sassy.
I don't know what to do. I'm just a kid.
I will be in more trouble than I am already in.
I'm just a kid and my life is a nightmare.
I know this isn't officially part of the system that we're playing, but I'm gonna pull out a D20 to make a little decision real quick. Do I betray my friends for the girl that I love?
I mean, good luck.
Or do I betray the girl that I love for my friends?
Wait.
Okay, the girl that you love. That's a little.
Oh,
Bros before hoes, my guy.
Please, just let me explain a little bit more before you go talk to Sassy.
okay.
Yes, explain yourself and your willingness to kill every living cryptid.
I do
Go
not
on
want
ahead.
to kill every living cryptid.
No, explain yourself. I'm waiting.
I just want to borrow the magic. Just for
Yeah.
a moment, and then you may all take it back.
Is that how that works though? Or is the magic just gonna disappear? That's the question at hand.
That is what Miss Palmer is here for.
I
Our
borrowed
magic
this
expert.
friendship bracelet years ago. Oh, come to think of it,
I'm
can I reach
still
in and
in
grab
pain.
that friendship bracelet?
You can.
Great. Do I need to roll for that, or do I have just time enough to do that?
I'd say you've had time enough to
Just
do that.
rummaging
You've been
around.
sitting there pouting.
I'm gonna summon whoever is connected to this friendship bracelet. Maybe let's get a third-party perspective on this.
You
Someone
go.
who has no information here. I
You
still
go.
hope
Better be
it's
Myth.
Myth. Please
They're
let
gonna-
it be
they're
Myth.
gonna be
You go.
unconscious.
To summon with this bracelet. And the already flickering light picks up.
Tell me it's another alien. Tell me it's another alien.
And the room kind of like darkens for a bit.
Oh.
And then as the lights
ooh.
come back up, Myth is standing there.
Ah, what? No, you're the worst. No, you're.
Stop.
Oh, thank goodness. That's exactly who I hoped it was. I knew
What's
this
up?
was worth
What's
stealing
going
from
on?
you.
Hey.
So, Myth, let me fill
We
you in
found
on the
Gracie.
situation here. So we just stole the very, very well hidden
You're
and protected
not-
magic.
Why am I here? What's going
Gracie
on?
needs
I
to
have your
go
friendship
home
bracelet.
and needs to use
Gracie,
the magic.
hey, shut up, you traitor.
Me?
Gracie is trying to go home on her spaceship, and so manipulated us into stealing the magic from Camp Cryptid, which potentially could cause all of us to disappear and cease to exist forever. Not like poof and a new one shows up, just like Gonzo, Dunzo, forever. All right. Now she's using the help of this human that she knows nothing about, that found her in the middle of the woods and has no prior experience or knowledge. and
She's
is
my
trying
mom.
to
She's an expert.
Shut up! I already told you that. Quiet, you.
You're a funny looking sheep squatch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
also
she's fine.
human.
She's human.
Also human.
Yeah, he pulls
Absolute
his hood
traitor.
off and it's
Human.
horrifying.
Human!
Mhm.
Human! And Myth
Kill him.
immediately runs out of the spaceship.
Yeah.
This guy is the
Hey,
most useless.
I sprint out after him. Myth, you weak-willed piece of trash! Get your butt back in here!
You see him just flying
You
across the
worthless!
campground.
This is the first time you guys have seen Frankie without his hood on, and he has bright red hair that's like short and obviously like wild now because it's been under a freaking
hood for,
thing,
like,
and
4
he has
days?
like a neck and a face like a normal human and ears
Whoa.
that stick out really far.
You're even more
He is very
disgusting
funny
than
looking.
I thought you were.
Well, I think you look handsome.
And
Oh.
you're just as much of a liar as I thought you were.
Please, just let me explain a bit more.
Yeah, keep going. I'm waiting.
Oh, do it.
Okay. So, I tried to ask Sassy for help, but she said no. She wouldn't tell me why, But I need to get back home. My parents are very upset with me right now. It's way past my curfew. By like a few years. But I need a cryptid of the magic to use the magic. So that is why I needed to have a human go in to weaken the barrier so that a cryptid could bring the magic out and to me.
So you're basically going to kidnap one of us.
So
No,
you're
no, no, no.
manipulating us.
No, 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 no. One of you will be able to use the magic to help fix the ship. That is what
Frankie.
you learn at Camp Cryptid.
Frankie looks at Kid and says, "Kid, now's your chance. You're the
Ooh,
one to save Gracie, Kid."
That's a good one right there. Ooh.
You're lucky I don't gut you like a fish.
Okay, now
I look over at
GM,
Gracie.
GM. So
Yes.
you mentioned when I just thought about like Camp Cryptid and the story, I had this feeling of dread.
Yes.
Now, do I get the sense because like I feel like I did because like we are going to be in really big trouble, or
Make a
more so
lore
like
test for me.
okay, cool.
Also,
8.
she mentioned. Ooh, that's
8.
good.
Or like is everyone just dead except for Mitch?
You are very excited about Camp Cryptid. And when you learn stuff about Camp Cryptid, it sticks in that little cute brain of yours.
Yeah.
This magic is what created Camp Cryptid.
Uh-huh.
It is what created you all within Camp Cryptid.
Uh-huh.
And it has been kept within Camp Cryptid.
Uh-huh.
You come to realize that while this magic does seem to have like limitless options of what it can do, it is in fact actually confined. This magic can only power Camp Cryptid or the ship, but not both.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So like
jerk.
as soon as we like were to use it to fix the ship, like all of us would just disappear.
You would know that you would not just disappear.
Just that Camp
But
Cryptid's
Camp Cryptid would be exposed. All of
Uh-huh.
you would be exposed.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And
they
this
would
whole
die.
this mystery magic would be at a lot of risk, especially with humans and how curious humans are, especially after firsthand seeing it with Miss Palmer.
Right. And we
So
couldn't
do we
just like
expose
we
all
couldn't just like
people?
fix the ship and then like re-hide Camp Cryptid.
No. You do not think you can based on that feeling from the magic.
So do we expose our world and
NJ.
save Gracie?
Do you communicate this to the others?
So guys, here's the thing. Like, I'm kind of a like a bookworm. Like,
You still have the magic in your mouth.
You're a
right?
sea monster, not a worm.
but I'm
And you're
really,
a traitor, but let's not throw out judgments,
So-
all right?
So I'm
I do not
I'm
trade
pretty-
anything.
I'm pretty sure that like if we could use the magic to fix the ship, and
Good.
it could work. However, it would like destroy the camp, and like everybody would be in danger. Well, like I mean, not like immediate danger, like but like the barrier would be gone, and like nobody would like all the cryptids would be exposed to all the humans, and like the magic would be like could be like used by other people as like for like nefarious things.
Well, maybe
Jackson
you guys
is-
could stay at my house.
Jackson is giving the most. I hate you. I told you so. You suck, and you are a horrible person. Look at Gracie and Frankie.
To be fair,
Gracie feels
you're not
all of
dying.
it.
Yet.
So
If I catch a fish in a cage, it's not technically dead until I
NJ
gut it
says
with a
that,
knife.
he's just like
So-
very slowly backing away towards the exit, kind of scared.
I can't go home.
I'm
And
sure. Look, you just need to get over the fact that your parents are mad at you and ask them for help.
you see there are like tears welling up in her eyes, but her tears are actually unique. They kind of have this like sparkly glimmer to them. You know, like glitter lip gloss.
Yeah, she cries stars.
She has. That's essentially what her tears are looking like right
Same
now. They're just
consistency,
welling up in her
too.
eyes.
Why was my first thought bottle it to see if it has any magical properties for enchanting?
2 years, baby, 2 years.
If you break it on the ground, you gain a set amount of XP.
Exactly.
Um,
I will walk back up to Gracie, and I'll pull out the little radio, and I'll just hold it out to her. Ask your, what was it? Parents?
yeah, parents.
Ask your parents for help.
I am not supposed to be here.
Okay,
You
so they
just
should
lied
be able
to
to
him.
help you leave.
No,
Jackson.
I've been learning how to fly my own spacecraft, and I messed up.
Oh, it's the classic. You get your first car. You're
And you
16.
crashed
You crashed your car.
This does not
I
transmute
messed
to
up,
that.
and then, and if
Wait,
my
she's
parents are to come to Earth, it could be really bad for
For who?
Earth.
So it's either we kill ourselves
Or you kill Earth.
or we kill Earth.
Kid,
Yeah.
Or maybe Gracie's
with it.
just
What-
overreacting a
You-
little bit, you know? Maybe,
you
like,
are
no-
a passionate little guy.
Filled with a lot of love.
That's
I
putting it
want
lightly.
you to make a lore test for
A
me.
love check.
Love check.
A love check.
I mean, change one of the letters and boom.
Fair. It would be a 10.
Nice you.
I am proud of you. Anyway,
My
Um,
powers come in clutch.
I'm
Every
just so
time they
glad
meet.
you're not asking me to roll any dice.
so where's the magic?
It's currently
I-
still in NJ's mouth.
It's still in NJ's mouth.
And he is ever since he kind of like said the thing he said, he's been backing out of the spaceship.
Kid, you notice NJ slowly backing out.
Don't you move!
Oh,
You look
jeez.
back to Gracie, and you see the tears welling up in her eyes. And
I'm continuing to
you
back
look
up.
back to NJ, and it's kind of weird because it's kept in his mouth,
Mhm.
but there's this kind of like glow through his cheeks a little bit,
Wow, you look like you're pregnant.
and then it goes back down.
Because he's glowing.
But in the
Sorry,
brief
that's-
moment that it glows, you feel a thought placed in your mind.
What if we just put Camp
Ready.
Cryptid on the ship?
Grace my brain with this thought.
This ship needs magic to be fixed.
Uh-huh.
And you remember a very important detail.
Details.
You,
Hmm.
as a cryptid,
Mm-hmm.
are made from this magic.
I got the magic in me.
Oh my god.
Every time I touch the ship, it learns how to fly.
Fly.
Kid.
Wait. I point at NJ. Wait. I point at Gracie. Wait a minute.
Waiting. 1 Mississippi. 2
Magic in
Mississippi.
me, baby.
3 Mississippi.
Where's
4
the
Mississippi.
where does the magic
5
go?
Mississippi.
You
I'm trying to keep track of your minute. 7 Mississippi.
okay? All right, we're
8
good.
Oh, okay.
Where does the magic go? Do you know?
Who
Miss
are you
Palmer?
asking?
Anyone? Anybody that would know? One of the 2 adults in the room.
Hey, Palmer. Where does the
Oh, yeah.
magic go when you use it to fix the ship?
The magic would most likely go into the ship.
Like where? Just anywhere?
I'm not sure. Based on what Gracie was saying, it would require one of you to use the magic.
I look at Gracie in the most, this is the person that you trusted with this task.
Like
is
gas
there like
in
a
a
chair,
car.
like a captain's chair or something?
There is.
Are there some multiple?
There's only one.
I go sit in it.
Okay.
I've also been there for 3 years. Can I pick up on what kid's thinking?
Make a lore test with advantage.
He said
for me.
multiple times to himself, "I have the magic in me."
Oh,
Kid,
my
what
brain
are you,
hurts from
what are
saying
you
that.
trying to do?
I got the magic in me.
And
What are you trying to do with it?
Magic.
Kid!
I don't know what to do. I
Magic.
would like to attempt to use the magic in me to light the ship up.
You just burn up.
I just explode.
That's what I'm anticipating.
I poof.
Martyrdom.
Kid,
I'm down. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
roll a d10 for me.
Do I get to add anything to this?
you just lose a leg. You did
No.
your leg. Nope, no more.
Kid
It's just-
realizes he has superpowers.
This just becomes Full Metal Alchemist.
Full metal cryptid.
9.
Alchemy.
You see Kid doing something that seems a little unnecessary, but
You can't-
let him
you-
have his moment.
I tell
Let him
if
have
he's-
his moment.
You know, if he needs to poop or what? You know, what's going on?
Kid is probably one of the most fiery, golden-hearted cryptids
God, I hate
you all
him.
have ever met. And you see, you're not sure if it's from the aggressive flexing or just the intense feelings he is feeling, but Kid starts to glow.
I love you, Gracie.
You're glowing.
You watch as at first it's just him glowing,
Oh,
as the rest of him starts to turn into the light. Very similar light to the magic that is still within NJ's mouth. As you do this, Kid, you take 3 mental tolls.
Isn't that like...
that's no bueno. I can take a total of 3 tolls, right?
This light intensifies
Oh my god.
to the point similar to how it was with the barrier, where it is blinding. You all are going to take a physical toll.
Oh, it's back.
He's evolving.
Oh God, why?
I turn into a fully fledged dope man. I'm like, sup? Let me shoot you. Die, Gracie.
You're like
jacked.
And
Yeah.
you all have to close your
Slow as
eyes
shit.
in response to this light. And when you do, you all open your eyes and you look to where Kid once was.
It's just a husk.
And sitting in the chair
Oh,
is a light brown haired, brown eyed human boy.
What?
oh, I feel gross.
Hey, what'd you do with Kid?
Oh.
There
What
has been this
is
kind of
that?
constant low hum throughout the UFO for a while.
Yes.
And after this, you hear the hum turn into kind of a bit of a whirl. And the whole place is still keeping this kind of shimmer to it as you see lights start to slowly turn on. Buttons almost like pop themselves back up. Things are putting themselves back in place as you watch this magic working around to fix up this UFO.
My ankles are the wrong way.
That's
Kid,
being added to the
you
wiki
are
feed.
immediately scooped up into a hug by Gracie. And the rest of you watch as this UFO repairs itself into mint condition.
It's like the Lego thing when they're building. It's like, you know, it's like building.
This Palmer's jaw is on the floor
Yeah, that's right. It's where it should be.
and is continuing to scribble down notes on this UFO. NJ,
Uh-huh.
with this magic in your mouth,
Uh-huh.
you get this fuzzy feeling inside.
Warm and fuzzy.
Although you do get a kind of maybe we should get out.
Well, yeah. He has not stopped moving. He has
Stop
been. He has been backing out of the ship the entire time.
NJ continues to kind of like.
He just moves so slowly that it's been insignificant, but now he's almost
actually-
out of the door.
He's actually not even moving. He's just shrinking towards his tail.
Yeah.
After scooping you into a hug, kid, she kind of like swings you around a little bit and
This
then
is the
puts
best
you
moment of my
down.
life.
Hey guys, I think
Um,
now is the time to leave. Jackson, Frankie.
Frankie!
Kid!
Frankie!
Kid!
Frankie! I'm so ugly!
You're like me! Let's get out of here. Thanks
Don't
for
want
everything,
to.
Gracie.
No,
And
I'm gonna go with Gracie.
Frankie hugs Gracie as well. You can't go with Gracie.
Yes, I can. I just powered this whole ship.
You
I
have
can
to
do whatever I
go
want.
home.
Thank God.
Kid.
I can
Ah,
do
what?
that.
She kind of kneels down next to you, kid.
Uh-huh. When do we leave?
You,
What's the purple
you-
planet like? I'm ready.
you are not a cryptid anymore.
Gross. I wish I was.
You are human.
Gross.
Hey.
You cannot come with me.
If I was a cryptid, could I come with you?
There is a possibility.
NJ, give me your
Depower
magic.
depower the ship.
NJ,
Kid,
give me
kid,
your magic.
Yeah?
Thank you. But I need to go home.
Welcome. I'm kind of the best, NJ.
You are indeed the best. Now, I think you have some things to figure out now that you are not part goat.
You can stay at my house.
Can I still eat cans?
No.
She looks to Mrs. Palmer. Miss Palmer goes, "Oh no, sweetie, no."
Hey, Frankie, can I stay with you for a little bit? I guess
I
I've
can
never
teach you
had a-
everything about being human. I've been a human my whole life.
Whoa, really? Your whole life?
Yeah.
Actually, you weren't. I mean, technically speaking, you were like a cryptid for like 2 days or something.
Me?
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
No?
You came to Camp
I go
Cryptid.
over to Frankie and I'll put my hands on his shoulders and I'll say, "The last 3 days, I have taught you everything I know about being a cryptid."
Whoa.
And now I take the metaphorical crown and I place it on Frankie. "The student becomes the master. Teach me your ways."
You know what, NJ? I think I am a cryptid.
No,
Oh,
no,
honey, no.
No,
No,
that's not what I
not
meant
at
at
all.
all.
The
You are
ship
not.
takes off.
We all just fly out the window.
Hey, kid,
What?
you can keep this. And she hands the little box to you. Give me a few days,
Oh, that's fast space travel.
and then
I mean,
you can try the radio again.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Getting what is it that humans say? Getting your digits. Cool. All right.
How would you know that?
It's filling his mind now that he's no
It's
longer.
not
You
like
need to
I'm-
go.
it's just-
You need
He's
to go.
downloading
downloading
my
I
brain
need to go.
information.
I want to go home. I get to
She's
go
like
home now.
showing us out.
Please let me go home now.
Okay, bye, Gracie.
Hug.
Big hug.
Me and
fat
Andrew are
hug.
like at the door.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
Frankie hugs his mom.
Oh, well, that's sweet. She like bear hugs you.
Okay, ew, stop.
I lean in and I point at Grace and I go, "Okay, you got what you want. You should not feel good about this. You are a bad person." And then I just leave.
Don't listen to him, Gracie. You're the best.
And
You're
don't
my-
listen to Frankie. He's
you're my
also a
favorite-
bad person.
You're my favorite counselor I've
You
ever
get along
had.
because you're both bad people. And I get leave the
You
ship.
should come and visit Earth again. And I'll come back to Camp Cryptid.
Maybe once I get better at,
I call being
Send
abducted
me a
first.
brochure. Send me a brochure again.
I will. Goodbye, friends.
I'll get out of this.
I'm not your friend.
I'll get out of the ship too. Well, we've stalled long enough.
You all leave the ship, and you watch as it kind of like, it's now back up on its feet. It was tilted before. It's back up on its feet. You see these kind of, you still see it has this golden glow to it. And it hovers for a moment before pretty much zapping out. And you all are left in this field.
I turn to Frankie. So am I your uncle now?
No.
Baby blood.
So,
Aw,
as
she went
the
home.
story concludes, our campers, I'm assuming, return the magic back to Sassy and the camp.
No, NJ holds onto it and becomes. the
NJ
evil
swallows
overlord.
it and destroys the universe.
He
There's a
becomes the
new,
new,
like
he
Jonah and
becomes
the
the
big
new
fish.
Loch Ness monster ruler of the 9 seas and
That's just Cthulhu.
and floods the entire earth.
Cthulhu is just space Loch Ness monster.
Those that remain
That's
cryptids return to Camp Cryptid.
Uh-huh.
Kid, you join with the Palmer family.
Yay,
What's
my
the called kid?
my new brother.
Do I need a name?
That's debatable. It's up to you.
No,
How about-
you're just Kid Palmer now.
You
Yeah,
become
Kip.
Guy.
God.
Wait, you
Guy
can go
Palmer.
by like you can go by like KP or something.
Guy
Everything,
Palmer is a legit name.
Yeah, no, that
everything
is it.
returns to how it was before. Camp Cryptid is back to housing just cryptids. And the humans are still very confused and curious about cryptids, although a certain Miss Palmer is a lot more enthusiastic than you ever thought she could be.
Dang it.
It's
Made a
embarrassing.
mistake.
But every summer, 2 little boys wander off into the woods to find a broken bridge,
In costume.
reading the riddle, I am unknown and will remain that way. A secret to the world, I will always stay. I lurk in the shadows and stay out of sight, but those who do see me, I will be sure to fright. So
And
answer me
together-
now. If you dare to try, tell me if you can, what am I?
On three.
And together they say
2, 3. Cryptid!
Jackson never returns to camp.
What's up, Jerry?
And that concludes our series of Camp Cryptid.
I had a fun time. I don't feel like I won. These people were terrible people, and this message is terrible.
Jackson. You can come
They
out of character.
manipulated children, and then they were like, "Yay, we did
But
it!"
hey, kid has a cell phone to talk to his like.
To his
My
girlfriend
summer
that was
camp
like,
love
"Hey,
interest.
Yeah.
thank you for giving up all of your magical powers for me. You can't come with."
He'd literally die.
I thought it was a grand old time. I'm so happy.
Had a
That was so
blast.
fun.
This was
I've
very
laughed so much.
entertaining.
Oh gosh.
Aaron's
This might
upset.
be
I
the
am.
most
gosh.
entertaining thing we've ever done on the show.
And let's not even talk about Miss Palmer, who was like,
Sacrificing
hey,
kid.
Hey, talk
Hear
about it
me
on
out.
table scraps.
hear me out. What if I just send my how old are you? Like 9?
10.
Let me send my
Yeah, Miss
10-year-old
Palmer's a little
child
crazy, but we
into the jaws of
We knew
death
we with the
Table
to
scraps on
lure out
Thursday.
other 10 to 13-year-old children into potential danger for their
Let
lives.
us end the episode, you crazy maniac
Oh
of a
my
man.
God. Jackson spends the rest of his days ruining humans' lives.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in
Jackson's the
tonight.
worst.
Thank you for tuning in to
Oh my
Camp
God.
Cryptid in general. I think we have about a few more weeks, and then we get to pick up our main campaign again. So make sure to stick around for
so excited.
that. You can go buy Camp Cryptid shirts and stickers over on my website, lydiacorinne.com, and match us with our little shirts.
One of your own.
But I guess all I have left to say is good luck and Godspeed, cryptids.
Aw.
We'll see you next time.
I'm still
Peace.
upset.
Live,
Yeah.
Can we get a
laugh,
last
lurk,
blub
my
blub?
friends.
Can we get a last blub blub? NJ, please.
Whoa.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Not even that can assuage my anger.